Welcome, business leaders and executives. Look, if you're operating in Singapore, you already know digital resilience isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's absolutely a foundational business requirement. So today, we're bringing you this explainer as the ultimate 2026 buyer's guide for choosing a cybersecurity partner in Singapore. We're distilling the absolute latest data and insights to help you make a smart, strategic choice for your organization. Let's get right into it.
Take a guess what this number means. 99.86. That is literally Singapore's score out of 100 on the ITU Global Cybersecurity Index for 2024. Talk about an overachiever, right? It's not just a good grade. This proves Singapore is firmly entrenched as a global Tier 1 secure nation. But operating in a Tier 1 hub means the standards are incredibly high, the regulations are fierce, and picking the right security partner means navigating a really advanced, specialized market.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap. Today we're going to cover Singapore's elite cyber status, navigate those strict regulations, compare the top 10 partners, weigh local versus global delivery models, and finally wrap up with an actionable selection playbook.
Section 1. Singapore's elite cyber status, and why the Lion City leads in defense.
You know, Singapore's leadership is definitely no accident. It's a highly engineered ecosystem. The country actually boasts the highest per capita concentration of cyber professionals in the entire APAC region. This is driven top-down by the Cybersecurity Agency of Singapore, operating right under the Prime Minister's office. Add to that a massive concentration of banking and finance, which obviously demands absolute premium security, and government-backed hubs like ICE 71 powering AI threat hunting startups. For you, as an executive, this means you've got access to 24/7 elite threat hunting teams that are practically unmatched in the region.
Moving to Section 2, navigating strict regulations. Let's decode this compliance alphabet soup, because operating here means playing by some of the strictest rules in the world.
So first up is MAS TRM. These are the Monetary Authority of Singapore's Technology Risk Management Guidelines. The crucial takeaway here is that if your business touches finance in any capacity, your vendor absolutely must be fluent in MAS TRM requirements. We're talking bank-grade controls, strict incident notification timelines, and regular, rigorous penetration testing. Honestly, you just can't afford a partner who's trying to learn this on the job.
And then there's the big one, the PDPA, or Personal Data Protection Act. This applies to all organizations handling personal data, enforcing strict mandates on consent and breach notifications. Here's why this is a bottom-line issue and not just some IT checklist. Enforcement fines can reach up to $1 million Singapore dollars per breach. Your cybersecurity partner has got to be fully capable of ensuring you are PDPA ready.
All right, Section 3, top 10 partners compared. Let's find the just right fit for your company in 2026.
Listen, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to security, and looking at the top 5 really shows us why. Coming in at number 1, Atlant Security focuses on vendor-neutral, zero-commission advisory, making them the go-to for unbiased, integrity-first guidance. Number 2, Ensign Infosecurity is a pure-play, managed security provider with a massive 24/7 global command hub. Horangi, at number 3, brings CREST-certified expertise to hunt down flaws specifically in your cloud setup. ST Engineering is your heavyweight for protecting physical, defense-grade critical infrastructure from digital attacks. And Palo Alto Networks? They remain the global standard for keeping unauthorized traffic out with their firewalls. See, you're not just buying generic security. You're hiring a specific capability for your exact risk profile.
Moving down the list, that specialization continues. Checkpoint and Trend Micro are fantastic for unifying cloud and hybrid threat prevention to spot complex attacks. Then look at SNCC at number 8. They're a developer-first tool catching flaws in your code before it even ships out. At 9, iSprint Innovations specializes heavily in the identity management required for heavily regulated fintech environments. And finally, Tenable Singapore is the undisputed master of attack surface management, giving you a continuous map of your vulnerabilities. Your choice completely dictates whether you get a vulnerability master, a code scanner, or a 24/7 command center.
Section 4. Local versus global managed security service providers. Let's weigh those delivery models.
Now, what's really interesting here is the distinct trade-off between hyper-local regulatory fluency and massive global scale. A local boutique firm, they give you deep native familiarity with MAS, TRM, and PDPA. They work in Singapore time, have strong local ties with the CSA, and usually offer more accessible rates. On the flip side, global firms operating in Singapore bring that 24-hour follow-the-sun delivery, cross-jurisdiction expertise for regional rollouts, and premium branding, though usually at a premium price point. Honestly, a lot of smart organizations end up using a hybrid approach depending on their needs.
And finally, Section 5, how to choose. Here is your actionable vendor playbook. To actually hire one of these top firms, you need a foolproof 4-step process. Step 1. Regulatory mapping. Know exactly what you need regarding MAS, TRM, or PDPA before you make a single phone call. Step 2. Build a short list of 4 to 6 candidates, mixing local boutiques and regional players. Step 3. The capabilities review. Don't just settle for global case studies, demand to see recent Singapore client work. And Step 4. A pilot engagement. Please never jump straight into an annual contract. Run a scoped initial project to test their actual delivery. Always score before you sign.
While you're running that pilot, there are critical scoring factors you absolutely must check, and ask for hard proof. If they claim ISO 27001, ask for the certificate. Look closely for CREST accreditation. While it's not legally required, it's highly recommended and practically a necessity for MAS-regulated entities. Ask the tough questions. Can they turn around an audit in 48 hours? Do those 24/7 service-level agreements actually hold up under pressure? And crucially, does their culture align with your need for transparent, vendor-neutral reporting?
All right, let's talk numbers, because at the end of the day, this is the ultimate business case. Managed Security Operations Center services in Singapore typically run between 6,000 and 15,000 Singapore dollars a month. Now contrast that exact investment against the average ASEAN data breach cost, which currently sits at a staggering 4.34 million Singapore dollars. To put that in perspective, the cost of proper, highly specialized managed security is just a drop in the bucket compared to the catastrophic financial risk of a breach.
Which leads us to a final provocative thought to wrap up this explainer. Are you currently partnered with a firm that can confidently navigate Singapore's strict 2026 regulations, or are you risking a $4.34 million mistake? Take these insights, evaluate your current security setup, and make sure your digital resilience is truly Tier 1.